You make more money than you ever dreamed you would, and you're still lying awake at night doing math. If that's you, you are not broke because you don't earn enough. You're broke for a reason nobody ever told you, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Consider this. A 2025 Goldman Sachs report found that 41% of people earning between $300,000 and $500,000 a year are living paycheck to paycheck. If it's happening to them, then the story you've been telling yourself, the one where a bigger paycheck finally fixes everything, was never true. I'm John, and this is the Provision Method. Every week I help families break free from debt, build a budget that works, and find real peace with their money, grounded in biblical truth. So if you look great on paper, good income, and yet there's nothing left over, and you can't figure out where it went, this one is for you. Hit subscribe before we get into it, because I put out a new video every single week. Let's start with the big lie. The lie is that income is the problem, and more income is the solution. Watch what happens when income goes up. You get the raise, and almost overnight, the apartment becomes a house. The paid-off car becomes a nicer car with a payment. Nobody decides this on purpose. It just creeps in. Economists call it lifestyle inflation. And here's the brutal part. The moment the money coming in equals the money going out, it doesn't matter whether you earn $50,000 or $500,000. You're running the same race, just with fancier shoes. There's a truth in Proverbs that nails this. The borrower is slave to the lender. It doesn't say the poor borrower. It just says the borrower. That chain doesn't check your pay stub before it locks. The number on the paycheck never set anybody free. And this is why so many high earners feel a specific kind of shame. They think, I'm smart enough to make this money, I should be smart enough to manage it. So they never ask for help, and it grows in the dark until it's a crisis. But managing money is a skill. It is not the same skill as earning it. Not knowing it yet doesn't make you a failure. It just means nobody taught you. Here's an exercise that stops people cold. Add up everything you own that has real value. Then subtract every dollar you owe. That number is your net worth. In fact, a lot of high earners discover that someone making $60,000 a year with no debt has a higher net worth. You can out-earn someone by $100,000 a year and still be falling behind. That's not meant to discourage you. It's meant to free you, because behavior and direction can change with the right approach. So let's talk about the path. I build this on principles that have worked for millions of families, the kind of approach Dave Ramsey made famous. First, you give every dollar a job before the month begins. A written budget, where your income minus your expenses equals zero on paper before the month starts. This ends the where did it all go mystery for good. Second, you protect yourself with a $1,000 starter emergency fund in a separate account that you do not touch. That stops the next flat tire from becoming new credit card debt. Third, you attack your debt's smallest balance to largest. This is the debt snowball. List every debt smallest to biggest, ignore the interest rates for now, and throw every extra dollar at the smallest while paying minimums on the rest. When it's gone, roll that whole payment onto the next. Some say that's not mathematically perfect, and technically they're right. But getting out of debt is not a math problem. It's a behavior problem. Those early wins, watching a debt hit zero, that's the fuel that keeps you going when it gets hard. Momentum drives motivation, and that is what gets you to the finish line. So we build the plan around it. And then you build from there. Here's the piece I never want you to miss. The goal was never just to be debt-free. True peace with money isn't only about the balance sheet. It's about stewardship. Handling what you've been given with wisdom and open hands instead of fear. Financial freedom is just the doorway to financial peace. You might be thinking, I know some of this already. So why hasn't it worked yet? Because information was never your problem. What changes lives is a plan built for your actual situation, and someone in your corner holding you to it when the motivation runs low. So here's what to do right now. Go to theprovisionmethod.com and book a free discovery call. It's free, no pressure, just a real conversation about where you are and where you want to go. The link is in the description. Don't let this be one more video you nod along to and forget. If this hit home, hit subscribe, because I release a new video every week. You were never meant to be controlled by your money, so let's get you free. I'll see you in the next one.